Be starting in just a moment here.
And yep, they're about to go. And they're off.
Starting out with the Kaiser Knuckle, one of the better starting weapons. And we got a positron rifle in the shop.
That's a nice see. The positron rifle can be really good for fighting Julius as well. It's very similar in function to the Belmung, but has a little bit of a weirder hitbox because the gun itself doesn't have a damaging hitbox, of course.
Yeah, and Kaiser Knuckle and Succubus are really good synergy to have early game. Tons of healing. And Berix opting not to do the rest of Castle Corridor, instead just going straight to Chapel. So we've got a plus HP Manticore. This is going to take a while. I was doing 1 damage. He got poisoned. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, not what you want to see. Succubus, though, making it so that dying isn't really much of a risk. Halgorithm walks in with a positron and just blasts Manticore out of existence, but
Quite the DPS difference.
indeed. Halgorithm finds Malphus in the ceiling here. Berix finds it as well. Very early Malphus, very normal seed.
Yeah, good call for them to go here, but Halgorithm, oh
my, that's a lot of damage. Halgorithm needs to get out of here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight the Quetzalcoatl. Or jump over it.
Berix takes a death to the gargoyles.
Oh no.
That was a very delayed reset. I hope he's okay with that. It probably, yeah, has to start from scratch.
That is very, very unfortunate.
Yep. You hate to see it.
It's not insurmountable by any means, but you hate to start the race with a disadvantage for sure. Yeah, Halgorithm has no armor because he sold everything to get the positron, so now all he's got is a milk and positron to his name.
Yep. Gonna blast Creaking Skull out of the way. Yep. We got 5 checks in Corridor and 5 checks in Chapel as well. You got some pretty stacked early areas. Flying armor for Halgorithm. Gonna try clips up there. Nice. Skipping on dying.
Wow, finds the second chapel entrance already.
Yeah, giant ghost, which can be pretty useful, especially when you got enemies that can be a bit dangerous with projectiles and stuff. Bamboo sword is an item that exists, yes. Berix heading up through Chapel from the bottom. Runners are literally synced right now. Backdash gain, so weapon arsenal can become a little bit more useful now if they get some heavier weapons. Including positron, of course.
Yeah, still no armor for Halgorithm.
Yeah, he's not a very durable lad right now.
Using the Quetzalcoatl Soul for a little bit of defense. Good equip to put on.
True. Once again, in sync. Berix fighting Creaking Skull because he came at it from the other side. Red Book for Halgo. That was, what was that? Kioma Demon from Imp? Did I read that correctly?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Gyoma Demon from Imp. It's not too hard of a farm.
Yes, and Halgorithm also found Were Tiger, I believe, which is a very nice soul to have.
Algorithm also got a wooden golem from a canister
And a yellow
straw.
book. Wooden
And
golem.
it's wooden golem.
What do you know?
Berix has a little route divergence. He's in dance hall at the moment.
Yep, 2 checks here. Algorithm finds study with no checks. He's going to note back out. No, he's going to do some looking for items. Maybe defeat the boss, because there's a boss objective always.
He may be just looking for some armor still.
True. Finds a black cloak, but that's not armor, so it's an equipable item. War fatigues, they're okay. We'll take them over nothing. Berix picking up a blue soul here. There's Imp. Not what he's looking for.
Algo not interested in fighting the boss or going to the other transition at the moment.
No.
Berix is having a tough time fighting these Dorgas with the Kaiser Knuckle. Just
Yeah.
not a lot of range on the Kaiser Knuckle. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, despite Succubus healing, was still taking quite a bit of damage there. Algorithm finds Clock Tower with 2 checks. Meanwhile, Berix still has 5 checks he can find in Castle Corridor. This has been a very interesting seed. We've had a lot of information given to us immediately. So is it going to stay that way, or are we going to be waiting another 20 minutes to find the blue book? Also, Galamoth for Berix.
Algorithm going to be clearing up dance hall now.
Yep.
Double checking that he has a kicker to get up there.
Yep. Clever trick. To kick off of these candelabras like that. That's a very nice super potion there. That can be very handy for a late game fight. Both runners are currently in Dance Hall, just different parts of it. Nothing for Berix, the end of that annoyingly long corridor with annoyingly tanky enemies. You hate to see that.
Yeah, opting to just sleep
Poison
out of
Fist,
that room.
sorry. Poison Fist for Halgorithm, which is a very nice weapon with a very short range. Also elemental, so could be very useful later on. Skula for Berix in lower dance hall. That'll open up other checks and exits.
I wonder if Algorithm's going to opt to fight the boss here.
He might be about to warp out. Yeah, I think so.
And the other end here leads to Garden, which Berix has found.
So interesting, Halgorithm grabbed the warp in case he needs to come back, so I'm still not sure if he's going to fight the boss, given he's given himself the warp to return here. Yeah, nope, he is going to leave. Random Flame Demon from a Ghost Dancer, also Melon for Berix and Garden. No checks in Garden, though.
Well, there was one that Berix got.
Not true.
Nothing particularly valuable.
No. Berix finds Arena. 2 checks in very pink Arena.
Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of... That was 150, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, the enemies here with plus attack can just absolutely destroy you. It's very scary.
Yes, yeah, another 150 hit and Berix is in the danger zone. Is he going to get his life ruined by gargoyles twice in one scene? Hopefully not. Mistletoe as well. Very nice holy elements weapon there. We've already seen in this bracket, but yes.
That was smart from Berix, resetting the candle to heal with Succubus, so he doesn't die from one shot with the gargoyles.
True. Also make sure his MP is topped up as well. Gonna do the upper checks first.
And as it follows the rest of the race, Algorithm taking the exact same route.
Yeah, this is so far proving to be quite either very linear or very much a hive mind seed right now.
Wow, 263 damage from the giant skeleton.
Yeah, that's scary. Those already are fairly menacing enemies. That damage, though. Eric's heading into the lubricant room and arena. Making quick work of that wrecking ball. And grabbing Kiyomadim in the required red. Very nice. And Berix heads into Worst Room. The worst room in Aria. Thankfully making pretty quick work of it with his gear on hand. Oh, but those Medusa heads giving a bit of a scare there in the spikes. Oh my gosh, this is very tense. And Berix takes a death in Worst Room.
That is very unfortunate.
Algorithm might be about to join him in Worst Room. Yeah, here we go. Let's see how Halgo does.
I'm kind of surprised. Algorithm save split out a little bit ago from getting Milliken's sword, which has the petrify effect. So if a boss is weak to it, you can hit them with a petrify and then deal double damage, but he chose not to keep the weapon. And Berix is doing the DDR room instead of waiting till he has bat.
Algorithm fighting the arena boss, which has been shuffled around to be great armor. He's actually in danger of being killed by great armor right now. So that'll do exactly 26 to him, that sword. Thankfully, he doesn't get to hit him with the sword because the positron is faster. Grabs Gargoyle.
Yeah, Berix not picking up the positron has been coming back to bite him on the boss fights for sure.
Don't sleep on that poison fist, though. It's doing very nice damage there.
That is true.
Berix grabbing his required red the second time. Halgorithm about to do the Skula exit out of corridor.
Has Berix grabbed Red Book yet?
Um,
I don't think so.
I don't think he has. Halgorithm finds top floor. Behind Skula door in corridor, and then behind that finds Forbidden Area. There's one check in Forbidden. Everyone's hoping right now that it is not Joyeuse and that it is on claim, because no one wants to have to go all the way to Joyeuse just to find something that may or may not be useful. We got Chad is asking us how good Kielma Demon is. It is very dependent on the situation. It can be quite useful in certain situations with Chaos for absorbing eyes, just turning invincible and then absorbing everything, or perhaps going through enemies and bosses like Legion and doing damage inside of them for a brief time, but generally it's not the best soul to use.
Yeah, generally pretty neutral response to finding it. It's nothing to write home about. It's also just very expensive and not too convenient. And
Hippogriff for
Hippogriff.
Halgo. Yes. On Joyeuse. Yes. Berix picks up Wooden Golem and he's about to find a yellow book that tells him Wooden Golem is what he needs.
Yep, right there.
So we still haven't seen Blue Book, have we?
We have not.
Honestly, I still think this is completely anyone's seed at this point. I think it's whoever finds Blue Book first, because Halgo knows where top floor is. So that gives him a little bit of an edge there, but really, it's Blue Book is the thing we need to find.
And hopefully Blue Book is not a out-of-the-way boss that they have to go and fight.
Yes, please go fight Cemetery Boss. Have fun. Algorithm takes down Giant Golem with ease. Berix finds Clock Tower.
$113 damage from the bomb armor, if I saw that correctly.
Bomb armors are already scary, and that is not a sight you want to see. Will Berix do the left side? No, he's going to go up for now. Might just go and save, and then go do the left side of Clock Tower. Yeah, it would seem so. Meanwhile, Halgrim's making his way out of study. Berix finds Undyne, not that it does him any good at this point in the game when he's already got Hippogriff and Skula. Or does he have Hippogriff? Excuse me.
He does not have Hippogriff.
He does not have Hippogriff. He doesn't have any form of flight.
He does not. He could get Giant Bat as his flight. It might be right here, which would be less than preferable. He also doesn't have a Rush Soul to...
Yeah. We didn't see any Rush Souls last seed, even.
We did not. That's correct.
Fine. Algorithm finds Giant Bat in Reservoir. Also Minotaur. That's a very nice boost to strength. Very good yellow. Not the best of the strength boosting yellows, but still quite good. Algorithm heading downwards in Reservoir. 3 more checks in a very large area.
Yeah, Berix is getting pretty unlucky given that Algorithm has found both forms of flight and they are in pretty awkward spots.
They are. The edge Berix could take here is if Blue Book is here and it says Clock Tower Boss. That's the one thing I can think of right now, really. Yes, Balor in Clock Tower. Balor is nice because Balor gives you a lot of XP for beating him, but he could have some stat alterations that make him rather a bit of a pain to fight. Weak to
That's
poison.
poison, yes.
Yes, I got the skulls mixed up. Already in phase 2! This is the fastest Balor. What was that? Minus HP was nuts. Okay.
Yeah, it goes by pretty quick, so this is very good for Berix.
I say Balor is a formidable boss. Also, Balor dies instantly. So, Mimic Soul in Clock Tower. Not particularly what you want to see right now.
Man, those gargoyles hurt so much.
They do. We're into inner quarters for Berix now. There's 3 checks here. There's a gun. Berix is going to ignore it because it's a long time to walk around that room to find that, and it may just be a handgun and not a silver gun. Algorithm exploring top floor finds a Vijaya. One more check in top floor.
That was very scary for Algorithm, just face tanking the succubus.
There's the last check. Medusa head, blue soul. So no blue book in top floor. Could be in inner quarters. Excuse me. A lot of lag for Berix right now. Vanilla boss for Berix in inner quarters. Headhunter. Algorithm doing more checks in Reservoir right now. This is a much faster headhunter than last seat.
Yeah,
Poison
Fist
is
so
nuts.
good.
Yep.
Any boss that doesn't deal contact damage, it shreds.
Absolutely. We got a soul behind the reservoir. Waterfall.
Lilith from Headhunter. It's a decent intelligence raising soul.
Some nice armor served to Algorithm on a silver plate, yes. Har har.
Berix remembering he has Galamoth this seed.
Yay. He picks up Iron Golem, which is a double-edged sword in Stat Rando, because while it's good for getting through enemies without taking knockback, if you walk into something that has a plus attack, you might just instantly die, so...
Algorithm.
There's a claim for Berix? Did he see that? Oh my, okay, there's a claim in inner quarters, yo! Claim, second best weapon in the entire game, behind Final Sword. Jump canceling Holy Sword that is huge and does a very, very, very large amount of damage.
Berix finally finding Reservoir.
Yep. It one-shots gargoyles, yay. It somehow does not one-shot Ukabak. I will not question that. And Berix finds locked top floor.
Oh, algorithm finding blue book in Eastern.
Oh. Did we get a read on what boss that was?
Well, he's just seen it through the wall
Oh,
and is
right.
going
Yeah, of
to
course. He's just going up to
collect it
grab it
right
now.
now.
Arena boss. Okay. Well, they've both done that. Because that was great armor. Was it great armor? They've both done arena boss. We know that. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
Algorithm heading into Graham instantly because he's got everything and he knows that.
Yeah, unfortunately for Berix, he's not very close to finding flight, which is going to be the last piece of the puzzle for him.
Yeah, it's critical. Nice backdash positron stats for strats for algorithm. Did we see what Graham's abilities were, weaknesses and stuff? I think he might have plus attack. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, that's quite a chunky fireball.
Yes, it is. The nice range on the positron makes it that the regular small fireballs can be blocked pretty easily. The Dark Inferno ones, you just have to dodge.
Without any rush soul, this Graham fight taking a little longer than usual.
Yeah. Even with a double hit, 21 is still not very good damage.
Opting for the Were Jaguar strat.
Panthering into Graham by accident, but has the healing. Going for Were Tiger strats. Algorithm loves Were Tiger, the uppercut. With Panther, the iframes from doing the uppercut while in motion are pretty good for just passing straight through enemies. Berix riding the boat in Eastern. Algorithm did not have the right things equipped
Did
for
not.
Graham.
Yeah, he did not switch to Kioma Demon and Wooden Golem, so he has to start the fight over again.
Yeah, it was. Graham 2 has, I believe, 1500 HP, and so if you're gonna have other souls equipped other than the required ones, you do have to do a little bit of keeping track of how much damage you're doing and swap over near the end.
Yeah, most runners just put on the red soul and forget about it because you rarely use it, but he switched mid-fight to Were Jaguar and forgot about it. Very unfortunate. But unfortunately for Berix, he's just not going to find flight in any of these locations.
So yes, excuse me on misnaming Were Jaguar earlier. It's sometimes hard to tell them apart.
They're all the same, Soma, Go, Burr, and Punch.
It's true, it's true. Big Golem as well, yes. Balor. Algorithm doing a fun strat with where tiger. I had it. Yes.
Oh, don't
Yeah, I
mind
had
me.
it the whole time. With the positron rifle, you can just sit in the corner of the room and camp, basically, because the rotating Dark Inferno fireballs can't get you. I got gaslit into thinking that was where Jaguar.
Don't mind me. Yeah, unfortunately, positron is not very good for this phase unless you want to sit in the corner, but then you get harassed by the...
Chandelier, yeah.
Yeah.
And 17 isn't very optimal damage.
Yeah, especially if you have to keep running back and forth every 3 or 4 shots.
Berix finds Giant Bat.
With that, he's finally in go mode. Oh man,
Halgo almost takes a death. He's on 10 HP from that hand swipe. Oh boy.
yeah, after that first death to Graham, it's now significantly closer than it was before.
Absolutely.
And if he dies, it's gonna be like
Neck and
neck
neck
and neck.
again. Yeah.
It is important to note that the claim is very, very good for the endgame bosses. If
Absolutely. Lots of
especially,
damage, very high DPS.
yes,
And unless Chaos specifically resists Holy, it's going to be a very fast fight.
yeah, this fight is dragging on for Algorithm. He just doesn't really have a super
I can
optimal strategy.
I can feel that there's some tension that he really doesn't want to die now because he's been at this for a very long time. Berix finds Cemetery. There's 0 checks on Cemetery. Halgo finally finishes up with Graham. So with some proper schmovement, I think Berix could catch up, but otherwise, this is going to be rather tense.
Yeah, and I don't know what Algorithm's healing situation is, but that could be very problematic for fighting Julius.
Berix having a moment thinking about maybe where he needs to go next, just staring at the map. I'm not sure. He's picked inner quarters. A random black belt for Halgorithm. That's always nice.
Algorithm killed a red Minotaur to try and level up, but it's not
No dice.
not particularly effective. But it can help.
So Halgoritham's off to the shop, and then he's going to probably go find Garden at this point.
Has Berix not seen top floor?
I don't know, honestly.
I could have sworn he did.
He saw top floor once from the locked entrance. He has not seen the regular
Right,
entrance
that's what
to
it was. Okay.
Yeah. That's telling us that Dance Hall and Arena had entrances to Garden, and yes, that is correct. So, probably seeing a warp back to one of those areas. Got Khaled, Bog, and Vijay in the shop. Lots of cheap milk. Not a whole lot otherwise that Berix would really need at this point, given he's got a claim. Yeah, Valman Way, never useful. The cheap knockoff Chrysogram at home.
I think algorithm for gore.
I think so too. Heading off to dance hall.
It's possible he was looking for some extra gear maybe, but it looks like he may have just forgotten.
Yeah. Berix finds a random Shadow Knight. That's very nice. Very useful for fighting chaos. Berix finds Dead End Forbidden. Meanwhile, Algorithm's about to head into Julius. And here we go. What are these stats going to be? Plus HP, plus attack, minus defense. Oh boy, this is a fight. Positron doing pretty good work here. But if you get hit by that whip, that's 266 damage. That's a lot of damage. Algorithm takes a death to Julius. That may be the only death he takes, or it may be a few, because it's a very dangerous Julius Belmont.
Berix got a random lubricant drop from Giant Ghost.
That he did.
Yeah, algorithm getting in the rhythm of this fight a little bit more. It's pretty safe if you have the positron.
You just have to make sure to keep Julius at bay, otherwise he'll get too close and ruin your day.
Berix making his way through top floor now.
Yep. His backdash positron strats are working out very nicely for Halgo. This is a plus HP Julius, though, and he has 5,000 to start off, so that's already more than 100 shots with the positron. And then with more than that, that's a lot of shots you're gonna need.
Yeah, and as the chat mentions, he's not really using any of his MP on some of the souls. He has the Legion soul, which does pretty good damage. It wouldn't be a bad option.
And
Yeah,
Berix entering Graham. While Halgo enters the second phase of Julius, and Julius will start using his sub-weapons, which could make things a little bit more complicated. Berix using Shadow Knight with Claim on Graham. It's doing fantastic damage. Well, the Shadow Knight isn't doing fantastic damage. The Claim is, though.
Yeah, positron just absolutely shreds Julius.
Yep, it's a very nice weapon. And that's Julius down for Halgo. Berix is into phase 3 of Graham. as Halgo enters the chaotic realm. Now, one check in chaotic that could be an actual soul. As a death's robe, that's very nice.
Yeah, Berix having a significantly quicker Graham fight.
Yep. Unfortunately, he finds Rune Ring behind Graham. I didn't notice that earlier. Unfortunately, Julius is by default resistant to Holy, and we know from his stats that that has not changed, so Claim isn't going to be the greatest thing in the world for that.
Did Berix ever end up purchasing a positron? I don't remember.
I don't recall. He may have picked up Kalidbog. There's the soul. It's a blue. Yeah, nothing to write home about. There's a final sword in chaotic. Okay, that's nice. The best weapon in Aria of Sorrow, the final sword, can double hit if you space it properly, does massive damage, requires backdash canceling to work to its best, but it is exceptionally good. Yeah, always check chaotic. Do not skip. And Halgorithm enters chaos at 42 minutes. Meanwhile, Berix is fighting Julius and is taking a lot of damage. $140 times 2 chaos plus HP minus defense, so net even probably. And this final sword is really the plus defense is really or minus. I can't even with numbers. What am I doing today? I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh, Halgorithm has quite a bit of healing. This should be no issue unless he gets comboed and dies instantly.
Phase 2 of chaos for Halgorithm. Meanwhile, Berix does have a Kalidbog, and Beam Skeleton for Julius is doing very good damage.
Yeah, he's doing double damage per hit. So each cycle he's doing significantly more. And also if he's using Beam Skeleton, he's doing, yeah, pretty good damage.
Pretty solid, yeah. Fortunately, Halgoritm's got these double hit strats on the eyes of Chaos that it's just going to shred straight through them. He's going to 2-eye this? 3-eye, perhaps?
Yeah, probably a 3-eye and should be good.
At this point, for things to not go well for Halgo, he would need to get massively comboed, and I honestly don't see that happening. And that's time for Halgo.
Yeah, wow. Final Sword is a good weapon.
Yes. It is a very good weapon. We'll see. Berix is about to forfeit, maybe? Yeah, Berix is forfeited. Okay, well. See if we can get them in here for commentary.
Berix already joined. How you doing, Berix?
Yo.
I forgot where top floor was.
I knew it.
Okay. So early in that seed, when I had 2 books, I'm saying to myself, alright, last book's a boss. I would guess right now if it wasn't banned.
Yeah, people were predicting that you were in a guessing mindset in chat as well.
If study is the boss, I need to know where study is. So I memorized study's Castle 5, and I memorized that gardens is bottom of dance hall. And at some point in the next 15 minutes, I conflated bottom of dance hall with corridors 4,
Oh no.
and just assumed that I had checked that exit. So I full cleared the castle, finding every single other exit possible, before I went back there saying, I think this seed is a soft block and there's no way to get to top. Oh, here it is.
Oh no.
Brutal.
So, Halgo, how do you feel? You've moved on to round 3.
I've ascended. It feels wonderful. No,
Yes.
Are you ready to lose to Jupiter?
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try my best, but he's Jupiter. Odds
I
are.
mean, you know,
Not the
maybe whoever Jupiter is up against beats Jupiter.
That would be the upset
Jupiter's
of the,
up against
upset of the
nobody,
world.
so yeah, it would be an upset of the world because it will not happen.
Yeah. So one
But,
question, Halgo. That
uh-huh.
second game, did you forget where gardens were, or were you looking for more
Yeah,
equipment?
I got seed bleed from the first seed. Because I think in the first seed, Garden was like in Skula.
Oh my god, you're
Castle
right.
4.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why I knew exactly why you had that issued Berix. Yeah, so I think I went. I think I went there and like, wait, I'm going the wrong way, and then I went up, and that was Chapel, I think, and that's when I remembered that it was at Dance Hall, but I just
That sounds
went
right.
through the teleporter.
Yeah,
I tried to
it's
stop
Dance
by
Hall-
the.
Dance Hall and Arena were the two, and you're like, okay, he's gone to Dance Hall. We're okay.
Yeah, I didn't remember when I went to Graham if I had even fought the arena boss. Thankfully, I had.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it was forgettable. It was Great Armor. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. We took him over. Like, was it Great Armor? We know they both fought the boss. We just can't remember what it was. So-
Yeah, he's not the most memorable. Although I should have remembered because I got exactly one hit from death and I had to switch to the gun.
How did it
Wow.
feel walking into Julius and taking 266 damage from that whip?
Yeah, it felt great. I love plus attack Julius.
Honestly, that's pretty expected at this point.
Truly, yeah.
Yeah. I
You're
think
way too used to that.
he killed me, right? And then I had to go back in.
Yes, yep.
And I was trying to figure out how to do the positron fight the right way, and then at the end I think I figured it out.
Oh, I forgot I had positron.
You did buy one. We couldn't remember if you
The only
did.
thing that I did. I only used positron pretty much that whole seed.
Yeah, Berix found a claim in inner quarters. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, finally, I'm experiencing claim seeds, but that was
Did I-
after I lost 2 minutes at the start. Then I got lost.
Yeah, those gargoyles were fun, weren't they? Yes.
No.
Wait, where was inner quarters? Did I find inner quarters in the second seed? I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember.
I don't think you did, because you
Yeah.
found flight pretty early, and Berix
Where
had
was
to take a
Right,
lot
in
of
Forbidden. It was in Forbidden.
Oh, imagine
Yeah.
doing forbidden.
It had one check.
Why would I do one check when I still needed
It's
books?
Forbidden. Forbidden is always.
Yeah,
And
but I
Forbidden
need
had
books.
hippogriff, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hippo, yeah. Was what
Yeah,
was
at
on
the very
Joy's.
bottom. Yep. It was fun. Those seeds were the logic
Really?
was different than I'm used to. I can hear Berix is still fighting Julius, it sounds like.
Oh, he's
No,
in chaos
I'm on
too
chaos.
Oh, okay.
now. Yeah. I
No
rolled the
save,
first
Lumen
one.
hit struts.
I rolled the first one. Amadeus rolled the second one. So yeah, that's
Actually, Lunix
No,
rolled
no.
the second
Oh,
one.
Lunix rolled the
He
second one.
stole
right,
it
yes.
from me.
He stole it from you like 2 seconds. Yeah.
What the heck? You can't do that.
SMH my head.
It sounds like Berix probably just died, doesn't it?
No, he's final sword in chaos.
Oh,
No,
good.
No, I
Ah, yes.
died.
I was so happy to see that final sword ice.
I would have been fine.
I did
without
not
the
want to
final
do
sword.
that.
I think
Well,
they
you have a
shouldn't have
claim.
put a final sword. Yes.
Yeah, that final sword completely bailed me out because I had an awful. In doing a practice for this tournament match, I was doing some practice seeds, and I had one that was a positron rifle seed, and I just completely had a meltdown on chaos with the positron. So I was not looking forward to that. Thankfully, I got bailed out. Oh. But yeah, those seeds were fun. Kind of unconventional logic from what I'm used to seeing. Interesting routing.
Yeah, that second seed, it felt like it was a hive mind because there were like multiple points in the first 15 minutes where you guys were perfectly in sync. It was quite
Really?
amusing to watch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
Did
love
we
watching
both
that.
die
back.
to gargoyles? Was that the perfect sync?
I
No,
almost
actually.
did.
Damn it.
Even without Halgo dying, though, you guys were like literally almost in the same room, like for 90% of
Wow.
the first 10, 15 minutes. It was really
That's
weird.
funny.
That's wild. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. Oh,
Oh, really
Nice.
well played.
Yeah, thank you both for your excellent performance.
sure thing. Thank you for commentating our match.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I'll be sure to watch it back. Watch me
Thank
get
you to
destroyed.
Thank you to Speed Gaming for having us.
Yes, it's been wonderful. And that's the end of this section.
We have a race tomorrow.
Yes, we do have a race tomorrow. Who's that with?
I wonder.
Uh,
Someone in this
who
voice
knows?
channel.
Do
Do they know that they're racing?
yes.
They do. Yes.
I just remembered.
Amadeus versus Dirksu at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Should be exciting.
GG's.
Cheers
GGs.
and good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.